Something huge is happening in the tech world right now, and it's not about a new gadget or app. It's about something far more fundamental: chips. Those tiny pieces of silicon that power everything, your phone, your laptop, your car, even your fridge, are sparking a once-in-a-generation revolution in American manufacturing. For decades, the US designed the chips but made them overseas. Now that's changing, and fast. Major companies like TSMC, Intel, Samsung, and Apple are pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into building advanced chip factories right here in the United States. The goal? To make America the new global hub for semiconductor production. And the ripple effects could change everything, from how your next iPhone is built to where the world's tech power truly lies. Let's break down what's happening, why it matters, and what it means for all of us. First, let's talk about why this is happening. Over the past few years, the world has been hit by multiple chip shortages. Cars couldn't be built, phones were delayed, game consoles were sold out for months. The reason? Too much dependence on overseas factories, especially in Taiwan and South Korea. Nearly 90% of the world's most advanced chips are made in Taiwan by one company, TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. That's a staggering number, and it makes the global tech industry incredibly vulnerable. Any disruption, political tension, natural disaster, or trade war could stop production overnight. That's why the US government and major tech giants are now on a mission to bring chipmaking home. The turning point was the CHIPS and Science Act, passed in 2022. This law offers more than $50 billion in subsidies, tax breaks, and funding to companies that build semiconductor plants in the US. The message was clear: we need to make chips in America again. And that's exactly what's happening. TSMC is investing over $65 billion to build 2 massive chip fabs in Arizona, the most advanced outside Asia. Intel is building new mega factories in Ohio and Arizona, totaling more than $100 billion in investment. Samsung is spending $40 billion on new Texas plants for advanced chip manufacturing. And even Apple, which has always relied on Asia for production, is now partnering with US factories for chip assembly and testing. This isn't just a tech boom, it's a manufacturing renaissance. But why now? Why such a rush to build in America? 3 main reasons: security, innovation, and control. 1. National security. Chips aren't just for phones, they power missiles, fighter jets, and satellites. The US doesn't want to rely on foreign suppliers for critical defense technology. 2. Innovation. Building chips domestically means engineers can work directly with manufacturing teams, speeding up design, testing, and improvement cycles. That's vital in an era where AI and supercomputing demand faster, smaller, and more efficient chips. 3. Control. By producing chips in America, companies reduce dependence on foreign politics, tariffs, and shipping bottlenecks. It's about having control over the supply chain, something Apple, Nvidia, and Tesla have all struggled with in recent years. Here's where things get really exciting. These new chip plants aren't just old-school factories, they're more like futuristic ecosystems. Take TSMC's Arizona facility. It's packed with clean rooms, automated robotics, and quantum-level precision tools that can etch circuits thousands of times thinner than a human hair. Or Intel's upcoming Silicon Heartland site in Ohio, a 1,000-acre complex that will be the largest chip manufacturing site in the world once complete. These plants will create tens of thousands of high-paying jobs, not just for engineers, but for electricians, software developers, and supply chain experts. And beyond the factories themselves, dozens of smaller American companies, from material suppliers to AI chip designers, are getting a boost too. It's a tech ecosystem growing from the ground up, literally. But here's the really big takeaway. This isn't just about economics. This is about power. For decades, Asia has dominated semiconductor production, giving it enormous leverage over the global tech industry. But now the US wants that leverage back. Chips are the new oil. Whoever controls them controls innovation, defense, and even the economy. That's why Washington and Silicon Valley are finally aligned on something for once. So what does this mean for consumers like you? It means your future devices, iPhones, laptops, gaming consoles, even cars, might soon be made in America. That could mean fewer shortages, faster product launches, and potentially even better quality control. It also means more stability. Remember when you couldn't get a PlayStation 5 or when car prices shot up because of chip shortages? That's what this boom is trying to fix. And here's another benefit: sustainability. These new U.S. factories are being designed to run on renewable energy and recycle nearly all the water they use, something older Asian facilities struggle to do. So your next phone might not only be faster, it might be greener. Of course, there are challenges ahead. Building chip factories in the U.S. is expensive, labor costs are higher, and it takes time to train workers for such specialized jobs. TSMC's Arizona project, for example, faced delays and cultural clashes between U.S. and Taiwanese engineers. Intel has also warned that supply chains for some materials still depend on imports. But despite the bumps, the direction is clear. America is back in the chip game, and this time it's not playing small. This chip boom is about more than semiconductors. It's about the future of technology itself. Every innovation, from AI to quantum computing to self-driving cars, depends on powerful chips. The country that leads in chip making will lead in tech. And for the first time in decades, the US is making a real play to take that lead. So the next time you pick up a new iPhone or laptop, take a closer look. Because the odds are it might not have traveled halfway across the world anymore. It might have been born right here in America.